Hi friends, welcome to Math Medicine, #MME. Okay, today we are going to talk about the negative indices. The negative indices. And we're using that as our law 3 today. Okay? The negative indices say that when you have a negative indices, that's the negative power. The only thing you need to do is to change the negative sign to 1 divided by the original question you have without minus. I don't know if I'm making sense, but we are going to be solving some examples for you to understand it. But one thing you need to know is that you are eliminating this negative sign entirely and replacing it with 1 divided by whatever thing you have here to the power of the indices, or raised to power of whatever thing you have. Okay? Example 1 says, evaluate 5 raised to power minus half, close bracket, raised to power 4. If you look at this thing very well, we have 2 laws to use here. And what are the 2 laws? The 2 laws are the law of power and the law of negative indices. So the first one to use at this point is the law of power. And the law of power says that we should multiply the 2 powers together. So when we finish multiplying the 2 powers together, then we can now carry out the negative indices law. Okay, let's start with example 1. Okay, we have 5 raised to power 1, that's 5 raised to power half, raised to power 4. So we are starting with the law of power. Which is equals 5 raised to power minus half times 4. Because we have multiplication sign, let's just divide at once and find our answer. 2 divide 2 will give you 1. 2 divide 4 will give us 2. So we are left with 1, yeah? 2, yeah? Then 1 down. Which is equals 5 raised to power. Remember our minus. 1 times 2 is 2. We still have 1. Putting divided by 1 is still the same thing. So this is the answer when you use the law of power. Now let's solve the last one by using the negative indices. Negative indices. That says that when we have a negative indices, we divide off, we have 1 at the top. That's the inverse. Okay, here we have 5 raised to power minus 2 will now be equal 1 divided by 5 raised to power 2. And 5 raised to power 2 is 25. So we have 1 divided by 25 as our final answer. Okay, let's solve example 2. Evaluate half raised to power minus 1. Half raised to power minus 1. We are using just 1 law here, and the law is the law of negative indices. Okay, let's go. Half raised to power minus 1 will be equal, because we have a negative indices, 1 divided by, then we go for our half. Half, like this. Can you really solve this kind of thing? That's the big thing. We need to split this. This thing we are looking at now is the same thing as, let me write it here again. Is the same thing as 1 divided by half. This is division. That's why it is longer. This one is dividing this half. It's still the same thing as 1 divide half. Now remember, when we talked about the order of operation, we said that whenever you have division sign there, you need to change it to multiplication so that you can solve your fractions very well. When you change this one to multiplication, this one will go up, this one will come down. That's the inverse. So it's leaving us with 1 times 6 is equal 1 times 2 is 2. Then you bring down 1. This thing is just equal 2. So our answer is just 2. Let's solve the last example. Don't get. Okay, for the last example, it says evaluate minus 1/7 raised to power minus 2. Minus 1/7 raised to power minus 2. we have minus 1 7 raised to the power minus 2. Remember, negative indices, you have your 1 divided by all of these again. You have minus 1 7 raised to the power 2. We have already removed the minus, so you don't need to put minus here again. So let's solve. You have 1 divided by, we are going to find the square of these two numbers. Square of 1, then we have square of minus 7. Which is equal 1, square of 1 is 1, divided by, now square of minus, that is minus times minus, minus times minus is equal to plus. So this one will change to plus. Square of 7 is 49. So we have come back to the same thing we did here. So of course you know what to do now. It will be easier for you to solve this one. Now let's go. It says that 1 is dividing 1/49. And this division will change to multiplication. Then we are going to solve the inverse. 49 will go up and 1 will come down, leaving us with 1 times 49 divided by 1, which is equal to 1 times 49 is 49. Then this one is not necessary, because if one person should share 49, the person will still have 49. So our answer is 49. The final answer for this is 49. So you can always go back to the video from the beginning and you watch the step-by-step method of solving this thing. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and share this video.